3, 2, 1, and we're fucking live.
Hey.
We're live today with music. Yeah.
Mozart.
Who is this, Mozart?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you just get random clips of music, you don't even know who it is?
No, man, not really.
You uncultured swine, Juan.
You know, I like this part of the song better.
This is a different movement, though.
Yeah, I like this one better. I like this part
first
of the
movement.
song.
Eine kleine Nachtmusik.
Yeah, it's good shit. So good.
It is beautiful.
Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh, wait, wrong one. No, I wanted to try this one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. You got some new sounds, huh?
A little bit.
Nice.
Perfect.
Just that one. Yeah.
Street
And then-
Fighter, classic.
Yeah, and
Jamie,
then
pull that video up.
this classic.
And the Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Grogan.
The best podcast on the internet.
Really, you think so?
2018. Yeah. I mean, who else gets as much variety of guests as Joe Rogan?
Some mukbang for you guys. Me tasting
We learned this word today.
Or at least I learned it today.
mud crabs or mud vein or whatever the fuck it's called.
I thought it was Mudvayne for a while.
What Karina was saying.
Yeah, no, I don't know if there's another. Yeah, I mean a podcast that borderlines like interesting and like I guess dumb guests sometimes. Yeah, I would probably does
like
well.
he just has such a range.
Yeah,
Because he gets MMA,
He gets
Yeah.
physics.
he gets engineers,
Yeah.
he gets fucking conspiracy
Just
theorists,
political people.
he gets social justice warriors, he gets professors, archaeologists. I mean, the list goes
He
on.
gets right wingers.
Yeah, right wingers.
Yeah,
Comedians, of course.
yeah.
He's just got such a huge range, man.
Yeah, I follow on my Twitter. I actually follow this like very leftist account. It's like some like squirrel Avi account. I don't remember what the name
What
is.
does that mean?
It's just a squirrel like icon for a photo. If people know what I mean when I say it.
Okay,
Like
I'm the out of touch one.
I can believe that.
No, it's just like it's super lefty kind of person that has like this like Joe Rogan is like the gateway to the alt-right.
Yeah.
And
Anybody with rational thinking is the gateway to the alt-right now for lefts.
I'm like, if you're an idiot, maybe like
Right.
it's like, well, it's because like they look at videos of him, kind of agreeing with some people that are kind of like flirt with the alt-right, you know,
Right.
on certain things.
Like Gavin McInnes.
I don't know if
Can't
he
stand
agrees
that
with
guy.
him.
He doesn't, but
He had him on the show. He's also
Yeah.
had Anthony Cumia, who's arguably
yeah.
racist.
Yeah, pretty much. But Anthony's great.
in
But
some,
Anthony's
some
like,
ways.
yeah, he's an idiot, but
Yeah.
he's like, but he is racist, and he will admit he is
Yeah,
racist.
yeah.
But
At least I like people who will admit they're racist.
well, at least there's
I
that.
trust them more. He also had Nick DiPaolo. I don't know if you saw that one.
Oh, Nick
lately.
DiPaolo's. I've
He's
heard
fucking off the deep end.
I heard he's gone super racist.
He
kind
is.
of.
He's ultra conservative, man.
Yeah, I heard
He's
he like
ultra
shifted.
sucking that Trump dick all day.
It's funny because he used to be respected as a comedian. Yeah.
Well, he's still pretty funny. He's just off the deep end now.
Damn, that sucks.
It's a shame.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Politics, not even once.
Yeah, man. He's yeah. It's kind of nuts. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Gavin McInnes. Yeah, I actually used to kind of like the dude before.
Me
he
too.
turned
And then I realized he was
super-
an idiot.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing. This is, by the way, let me preface that by saying I used to like him when he was like a hipster.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was like the father of hipsterdom. He worked at Vice. He started Vice. He was like kind
Right.
of like not a provocateur, but
Yeah, he kind of was.
he kind of was like a
He
cultural.
was an edgelord.
He was an edgelord. Yeah, he doesn't have the cultural vernacular to really say anything about it.
Right.
Like he doesn't know how to describe himself, but he really is a sort of contrarian kind of
Yeah.
counterculture kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I read his
Definitely.
book. I read his book on I think when it was called like How to Piss in Public or something, and it was like a guide on how to just kind of like some of it was his about his life, but some of it was a little bit about like how to just be like just I guess be edgy in a way. It was a weird book.
Be like anarchist or something.
Yeah, because he used to be like a punk and like anti like he used to be like very liberal, kind of like a punk guy, but then he kind of like flipped. He went like now he's like ultra Catholic, I think. And
He's a real man now.
it's weird. It's such a weird seeing him like flip like that. It's
Yeah.
kind of nuts. I mean, I'm not saying people can't evolve in that like in time, like saying they can't change over time or whatever. But yeah, him and Molyneux too. Do you know who Molyneux is?
No.
Peter Molyneux. I think he was another guy who I was like, oh, okay.
How do you spell his name?
This guy's interesting. Molyneux.
Okay, he's French.
Canadian. Yeah,
Molyneux.
Yeah. Actually, both of these guys are Canadian. Actually, there's a lot
that's
of
right.
Canadians that are coming out and shitting on America, like Bill
Jordan
Burr.
Peterson.
Bill Burr saying, yeah, like Bill Burr saying, "Fuck you guys. You guys don't even fucking live here. Go fuck yourselves." But it is kind of that sentiment sometimes where I'm like, you guys don't even know, like. But it's weird. It's such a weird thing. Like, anyway, I Molyneux sucks now. He used to be. He used to be.
What is
kind
he?
of Like,
What is he?
he was like an internet philosopher guy. He was like,
Enough said.
yeah. But now he's getting into like racist race. What is it called? Race realism.
Oh God.
Like he used to be very anti like what is it called? He used to be very. It's not even conservative. He used to be like an anarchist. But like in a liberal sense.
Okay. I'm not sure what that
Whatever
means.
that means. It's sort of like European anarchism a little bit. Not necessarily like destroy economies and shit, but more about like I don't know. You'll see. I'm pretty sure it's
Okay.
all over the internet. But he's had
I
like
gotta look him up.
don't.
Okay. Yeah.
Not really that interesting. He's kind of like
not that good.
he's washed. He's
I see.
washed now. He's like he's gotten off the deep end. He's like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of those guys that I've seen transform into like being somewhat interesting figures of the internet and then become like completely just
Caricature of themselves.
just ridiculous like in terms of the views that they have.
Oh, I see.
Like
Like a
either have gone
caricature.
full racist or like teetering on like flirting with the alt-right kind of thing. And I do this hand movement not because of the alt-right thing, because I was doing it.
Seek higher.
Yeah,
Now we know
fuck
where Juan
that.
stands.
Fuck that.
Take a clip of that and Photoshop it.
People clip me saying,
Right.
Kevin McGinnis is all right. Peter Molyneux is all right. Fuck that. I hate them. They suck. But yeah, they damn, I went off on a rant, dude. Anyway, so
Yeah.
is that what you wanted to talk about?
I mean, damn, son.
Yeah.
No, politics, we always
You
get
don't
on
have to
politics.
about it. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
going to be why we would never have viewers.
Like you're just gonna instantly change.
just moralizing people.
They're going to be like, these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
You know, everybody has to go full in on how stupid you are when you talk about
Yeah.
whatever's opposite to their political ideology, right?
Yeah. But you know what I was thinking? I was like, I don't think I ever want to find myself in a political camp. I
think it's a cop out if you don't, though, in some ways.
I can see that because then people call you a centrist. That's kind of like the
But
thing
you can.
nowadays.
The thing is, I like to at least say I'm a centrist initially, but then I'll take a side and say I'm a left centrist.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I generally fall in a liberal camp. Just because this day and age, people's version of liberalism is so fucking whacked out, doesn't mean I didn't embody a liberal mindset.
yeah,
You know, for what a normal liberal definition
Yeah.
would be.
yeah,
You know, in this day and age, it's just a fucking wacky, extreme version. You know?
yeah. It's like a far.
You don't even want to associate yourself with a party, but I definitely would consider myself a guy of liberal values.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah. I agree with that too.
But I'm always, every time I take the political spectrum,
I'm always like center left.
and it's like I'll be a slight millimeter to the left.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I kind of
I think that's what a rational person is. Moderate.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird how politics has evolved. I try not to. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I don't know if I want. Remember how there was like an independent movement? Do you remember that?
Yeah, but that's a fail.
But I like that because it sort of said I don't conform to ideological kind of like
Identity politics.
Yeah. Like, oh, I'm red, I'm blue, you know, that kind of thing. It's like, no. Let's try to take it issue by issue voters kind of thing, right?
What is it called?
Issue by issue.
Yeah.
And I like that better because there's nuance in all this, right? It's not
Yeah.
like a package deal of
Right.
it muddies the water in a lot of sense.
But eventually you have to go with a party in some ways because
That's the only way you'll get anything done.
you
But
know
why?
because
Does the
people need to
system-
consolidate money into as large a pool as they possibly can. That's why I think we ultimately just break down into a two-party system. You have to go with enough people to get enough money to do what you want to do and enough support and enough power, or else you're just going to be on the fringe like the fucking Green Party or some stupid thing like that.
So you're saying that if you get too nuanced, you get too fragmented.
Yeah. And then you have less power and you have less influence.
So the more you can consolidate power to a general set of beliefs that most of the people that are involved with your party believe in, then you have the ability to do more things.
Yeah, but then you run into the risk of like thinking you're standing for something, but then you stand for nothing. You know, do you get what I'm saying? Like you become so big and so you can't represent everybody when you take on a giant, like a size of a giant. So,
but it's what we are now. It's like you represent certain things. If you're a liberal, you're packaged in with pro-choice, gay marriage, kind of big government programs like welfare and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then if you're conservative, you're packaged in with, pro-life,
Christian values,
less government.
But yeah.
So it's like you stand for something, but you're going to have to get packaged in at some level.
Yeah.
Like if you're liberal, but you're pro-life, then you might just be like, well, I can win on two of the three fronts. I'm still liberal.
Yeah. It's nuts, man. I don't know. I try not to think about it a lot, but here I am.
Yeah, man. But what can you do?
Politics affects us, unfortunately, now.
Yeah,
that
it
we're
really
older.
does. It really does. And I mean, I guess it's kind of like a thing where it's like maybe it shouldn't affect us as bad. But that's how
could
much.
it not, though?
But it's because like how much of. I mean, like you and I don't know if it impacts us as much. Like the government shutdown impacted like almost 1 million people.
Yeah.
Right.
Not us, because we're poor anyway.
Yeah. So like
we don't have any jobs.
So yeah, it for some people, some people were used as political kind of pawns, and I try to think about like how it'd be worse if everybody was employed by the government, because that's literally what would happen. Like if you had somebody like Trump in the helm and everybody had government jobs, we'd all be starving and shit. We'd all be starving and shit.
Right.
Like I was like, there was a couple podcasts I was listening to about how like they were proposed. Oh, maybe it was I think Rogan brought this up. He was like saying maybe the airports should take on privatizing their own security instead of the TSA, because the TSA actually obviously they get paid through the government or whatever. It's a federal government program. But maybe it should actually be taken care of by the airports instead of the government in some sense. Still, like, because apparently Canada, I can't remember who does it, Canada or Europe, one of these countries from there, or whatever states, they actually impose like an oversight, but yet they sort of have the airports have security in a sense. So they provide
But then I'm
security,
thinking also, what about regulation?
No,
Because they have to have some standardized set
there
of
is.
thing.
There is.
Okay.
But it's not necessarily given by it's not federal agents that are doing security. It's contracted out to the airport or
I see.
whatever. It's just that they have oversight. like the federal government or whatever state has.
Yeah, that makes sense. But then airports don't want to pay for that. That's money out of their pockets.
I know, which is another problem about American sort of sensibilities in politics, where like a lot of the time corporations end up fitting the bill to the government because it's cheaper for them, and they don't have.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does.
If I was a company, I'd be like, yeah, you pay for it.
Yeah, because then all
I don't
the
wanna
other
pay for that stupid
everybody
stuff.
else subsidizes the cost of security. You know, it's offput by. You don't have. You only pay a fraction of that through your taxes or whatever.
Right.
And then it's kind of people have to recognize that that's what we're doing. Like there's a lot of people don't recognize that.
Don't recognize what?
That we're subsidizing, like through some programs like the TSA or whatever, we're subsidizing, like in this case, security for airports. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah.
anyway, whatever. This shit's boring. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, kind of.
It's boring, but not. But I say we just say what we want to say, right?
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. But I'm done talking about it. I'm just like whatever. Hold on, this one.
Combo breaker.
Yeah, hell yeah. So
So we took a bunch of kratom last night.
no, you did.
Don't
took some
try
kava
to
too,
make
man.
me on to dry. Hang me on to dry.
I don't take any drugs. I'm just kidding.
It's legal, and it's not even really.
it is
Well,
legal.
it's a drug, I guess, because
It's a tea. It's like caffeine.
Yeah, it
or
affects
whatever.
you
It's a drug.
mentally. Caffeine's a drug.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got fucked up on kratom. That shit was
Fucked up. I wouldn't say fucked
more
up.
intense than I thought.
I wouldn't say fucked up, but you definitely did.
Well, dude, I was up till 5 a.m. trying to go to sleep.
Well, if you got fucked up, I got fucked down by it because.
But you
I
drank
crashed
kava,
down. Yeah. I had
so that's the
kava tea.
opposite one.
Yeah, I fucked down. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to sleep immediately.
It's really good
I was
sleep.
so sick this morning.
Dude, I woke up with a hangover a little bit. I only had 3
Yeah.
beers and I still fucking.
I woke up doing pacing in my bathroom
Jeez.
because I had so much energy.
For the record, it was our friend's birthday
My
yesterday.
roommate.
Yeah, his roommate, and we just went to
We
a couple
threw down.
bars. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah,
On
we-
kratom and beer and kava.
kava. I'm pretty sure that's not a good mix.
Pretty sure it's not. It was reminding me of Four Loko days. You know, when you got uppers and depressants.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. Oof.
Yeah, I
It'll do
definitely
some
feel it
things to
today. I wasn't planning on taking like a 2-day weekend, but
There were so many parties this weekend.
yeah,
It's
man.
like,
there
why
were,
is everybody partying this weekend?
I don't know, man. We know
Everybody's
a lot
birthdays this weekend.
of people that were
A lot of
conceived in
January
April,
People.
in the spring,
Yeah.
spring loving babies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in that circle, dude.
Are you?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Your birthday's next week.
Yeah, next week, man.
Big boy, big one.
Yeah. big 2-8, man.
The big 2-8.
Shit.
I'm 30 now, man. I'm effectively 30.
No, man.
I
Just
told you I
riding
had
the
a little
coattails.
existential crisis
Yeah.
at 30, didn't I?
Yeah. We talked.
Yeah. That was like
Oh my
one
God.
that I kind of was like, damn. No more excuses
About.
about life. Can't say, oh, I'm just a kid. I'm just in my 20s. You're fucking,
Yeah.
effectively, you're a man. Like, if you notice, like, in any, like, media, people always say, like, he's a 30-year-old man.
Yeah.
Nobody says 30-year-old kid. They say 30-year-old man. You're officially
Well, I mean,
an
I
old
don't know,
man
dude.
at that point.
It depends on like the news you get, because sometimes they say 18-year-old man, depending on like what spin they want to
Yeah.
put. But no,
like
I would
30-year-old
say,
man is like ubiquitous.
nah, man, I don't know. Because like somebody was saying, I saw a funny post the other day that was saying like, when you're 20, honestly, after you're 23, you might as well be 25. And it's like after 20,
Yeah.
after 26 or something above 25, you might as well
be 30.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's
Yeah.
like the
The
slope.
change is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
so
Dramatic anymore.
Yeah.
It's like you're learning things, but they're like detail shit. It's not like
Yeah.
huge leaps.
Yeah.
Like there's certain eras in life you just get fucking giant leaps.
Oh, the biggest
Now
leap
it's like
is
just little hurdles.
incremental. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, the
You're
biggest.
just cleaning up. You're optimizing.
Yeah, the biggest leap is definitely exiting high school.
Yeah,
Like
that's
18,
a big
the
one.
more
It's a
the
big
most
one.
the most definitive, I think, age in terms of development, I think, were like my 18 to like 23.
Yeah.
Like
That's when the real existential blowout was happening.
Yeah.
For me, that was such a oof.
Yeah.
Dark times.
Yeah, same
Because
for
you're
me,
just
man.
thinking about death,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna do in life. You're literally thinking that this is,
Yeah.
this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life.
That's not
Yeah.
really true, but at 18 you think it is.
Yeah, there's so much shit at that age. That's probably one of
Yeah.
the hardest periods. That's like the make or break almost, I think.
Mhm.
But then once you're over it, you're just like, oh, everything in life is kind of easy. You can do anything you want, really.
Yeah, life's like not really that hard, but
It is once you get past a certain level. Once you figure out everything and you realize that idiots are in office and idiots are running the world, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, shit kind of just holds itself together.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
when you're a kid, you think adults are these fucking masters of the universe, these
Yeah.
geniuses, who know what they're doing. And,
yeah.
after a certain point, you're just like, damn, this world is run by stupidity.
It kind of, it kind of is.
It's amazing it functions at all.
It really does. It really. Well, it's because I think like smart people really are behind the wheel. Like, well, not behind the wheel, but you know what I'm saying.
The
They're
big
working in the
changes,
background.
yeah, I'd say. Like they're the ones that are driving innovation and pushing the general direction of the world.
The unnamed, the people in the machine are really the people that are moving things.
Oh, like all the
You know,
cogs in the machine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like all of us.
every piece counts.
Yeah, but those
Yeah.
are the thinking parts. A lot of the time, right? You wouldn't say?
Yeah,
Because like a lot of the intellectual people, I think.
but it still
more
starts at
function
the
in
top. The
background.
top is the direction.
Yeah, I mean the top decides where the machine moves. But,
Yeah,
but I mean, in terms of like, sometimes like, because you know how people call it the deep state. I hate to go back into politics.
I
but
don't
let me use that as
really
an
know that
example.
stuff.
It's just like
It's
like,
all conspiracy talk to
it
me.
kind
I
of
try
is.
to avoid
It's
it.
another word of saying the bureaucracy, which is like saying like
Okay.
in terms of like the institution within the institution. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, like
I think so.
Like the FBI and the CIA are all institutions, but there
Yeah.
are certain agendas inside those institutions.
Right.
That's what they kind of mean.
Okay.
But
That's the deep
obviously
state.
conspiracy theorists don't think about it that way. They obviously
Okay.
think about it like, more nefarious
Mm-hmm.
cabal of people.
Mm-hmm.
These Jewish
The
conspiracy
Zionists
bullshit.
are always a problem.
Zionists, whatever the fuck.
I never hear the term Zionist except outside or only in conspiracy theory where I heard that term.
Yeah.
Sorry, my headphone's like fucking me up.
I can't even speak. Like with the headphone has feedback,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
keep hearing myself delayed,
Yeah.
and it's like fucking up my train
I'm
of thought.
lowering you down.
All right, don't lower me all the way though. I need to
Okay.
still make sure I'm.
Talking properly.
All right,
Yeah,
good.
I'm really low though right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, give me a little bit more,
Okay.
just not too high. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, man. What was it?
Zionist,
Not before
deep
that.
state.
No. That was using as the concept. Oh, yeah. Like those people that have, like the intellectuals are in the machine moving things in a sense.
Well, the intellectuals are the ones who are kind of steering the ship,
Yeah. Well,
and then the ship is powered
By the workers and whatnot, and they're making it run.
yeah, but who's the representative is kind of like these figureheads, right? That we put like as
yeah, but they
CEOs
still
and-
have some control and directionality. Like if
They
you look at
do.
Trump, for example, he
Yeah.
still has directionality to be able to actually build a wall for 5.7 billion. He just has to
Yeah.
get all the cogs in the machine to agree to doing it.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Yeah,
Good.
but I'm saying he has the ability.
Mhm.
He's the one still trying to push it in a particular direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I forgot what my point was.
Me too.
Dude, you know what I was thinking the other day? I was like, man, I heard this really cool conspiracy the other day where I was like Barron Trump. So you know Barron Trump, right?
No. Oh, his son,
His son.
the little one.
Little one,
Yeah.
yeah, the only boy.
No, he's not the only boy. He's got another
Oh,
son.
you're right. He has
Yeah.
older children.
He's got like two. He's got like 3 sons.
They're all like really not good looking.
Apparently, he's got a thing for Ivanka though. I'd be dating her if she wasn't my daughter.
God,
Actual quote.
I wouldn't be surprised.
God, he's so fucking
Such an
disgusting.
inbred.
He's just like the most.
I
He's
wouldn't
just
be-
the most trailer park rich guy I've ever seen.
I wouldn't be surprised if he actually is like, if he takes like a 23andMe test and it's found to be he has some intergeneration, like because all the rich people back in the day thought,
Oh, interbreeding and shit.
Yeah,
that's
royal-
way back in Victorian
royal families.
times.
Dude, come on, how many royal families do you think still believe that though? Probably a couple.
Probably not that many though.
There probably aren't that many
It's
royal
a lot
families.
less now.
Because that
Yeah.
thing is like scrutinized now. People will see that.
Yeah, but I saw somebody
And
online.
they already know it's weird now.
Yeah, but I saw some weird Trump supporter online saying that was like 1% of like what, I forgot what they were saying. They were like saying 1% of like inbreeding actually results in genetic defects or something. And I was like, where'd
they're
you
trying
get
to
those
defend it?
statistics? I was like, why are you trying to defend this disgusting act?
They got to protect the God Emperor Trump.
I was like,
We're recording, by the way, right?
Yeah. We
You
are.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to miss.
Anyway, I want to move away
Right.
from politics shit.
Yeah, we keep going.
We
back.
keep going
God,
back.
we get
but-
so steered.
No,
towards
it's because I wanted to
politics.
bring up this Barron Trump thing.
Yeah.
This is like funny, but there's a conspiracy theory that Barron Trump is actually a time traveler. So there was
Okay.
this book written in the 1830s about a child named Barron Trump, part of
Mhm.
the Trump dynasty, right?
Okay.
And and apparently this kid he had wandered into some cave in the Caucasus Mountains, and then he discovered some weird portal to something to go to the past or the
Okay.
future. So he decided to go to the future, and sure enough, in the future, I think I'm probably fucking this up, but
Yeah, probably.
somewhere
Close
along
it.
the lines, he writes in the future. He writes another book that says the last president, and the last president was actually Trump. There was
Okay.
he called it the last president was one of his not forefathers, what are they called? His
Grandsons.
progenitors, right?
Yeah.
So he was like he was also a Trump, and he lived on 57th Avenue or 56th Avenue or something, which
Okay.
is like literally where Trump.
Now, who?
In New
I
York.
don't understand. What was the book written?
So
who
the
wrote
book
it?
was written in the 1800s.
Why Trump though?
I
Was
don't
Trump
know.
around then?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe it's just somebody who's like, who's a rich guy? Trump's a rich guy.
Yeah, but here's the thing. No, the books were apparently written by another guy that's not unrelated to Trump.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Trump's existed back then,
Yeah, Trump was a family. Yeah,
and they were rich.
maybe. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out the timeline because I know
trying to
Trump's dad was
rationalize.
the one who built their fortune,
Yeah.
but that should be the early 1900s. I don't know about before that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they were
Okay.
European, but yeah. Like, which makes sense. They were from that area of Europe or whatever, apparently. So yeah,
Okay.
the conspiracy. A lot of things check out conveniently.
Okay.
And so the most really crazy coincidences are the fact that Trump Tower is actually in like this place where apparently the last president, his castle is Trump Tower, 57th Avenue. They write the fucking name and it's exact. Like,
Okay.
Trump Tower is the exact location that they talk about where his castle is. And apparently this he becomes president despite the fact that nobody wants him to be president. He wins.
Okay.
And everybody, apparently there's like a riot or something in November or something, and this was a couple years ago. So obviously there was no riots. People didn't riot or anything. But yeah,
Not
like,
major.
not major, I guess. But yeah, I was like, that's crazy. But apparently the conspiracy. So summing up the conspiracy, Barron Trump is a time traveler.
In conclusion.
In conclusion, Barron Trump is a time traveler.
Neat.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about conspiracy theories. Neat.
Dude, you don't have anything to say about the fact that, like, isn't that interesting, though? The fact that this guy.
The thing is, people always selectively pick out certain things from conspiracy
Yeah.
that align to whatever they think aligns, and I can't really be impressed until I see the actual writings of what's being said. Because people will say like, "Oh, he lived in New York in Trump Tower," when really it just says like,
No, it didn't
I
say.
don't know.
It didn't say
It
that
doesn't
exact.
say anything. It's like in upper in the upper east of the New World, it will say something like that.
Yeah. No, but I'm being serious. This
I don't
literally
know.
says like New York. You know,
Okay.
like literally where it's the most. It made me go, wow, this is interesting. But then that's it, because I mean, if you look back at the 1800s, that area of New York was like a big commerce area.
Right. So then there you go. So
And it's
that's what I mean. I can't really be impressed by conspiracy theories because they're just
Yeah.
usually like, okay, you can
But yeah.
speculate all you want, but
But I
Where does
thought
that
it was
get us?
fascinating. I also thought it was fascinating that they called the book "The Last President," where he was literally the last president. Trump.
Neat.
Take that like you want, folks. Just letting you know.
I doubt he'll be the last president. Well, I guess I just hold my tongue. We still got 2 years.
What if he's like hold the country hostage? Like, nah, I doubt
nukes.
it. Anyway, I don't want.
I'm gonna press it.
Give me $1 million to build a wall. $1 billion. No,
$5 billion.
Dude, we were talking about some funny shit yesterday. What was it?
I barely remember one.
Hot Ones, dude.
Oh, okay.
The Hot
okay.
Ones, because everybody. Well, apparently, Hot Ones is his YouTube show, right?
Yeah. So they got this show where basically celebrities go through the hot wing gauntlet.
Yeah.
There's like, what, 10 sauces, I think?
10 sauces, yeah.
And each of them gets progressively hotter. And they always get celebrities, rappers, people like that to eat these wings while they answer interview questions.
Yeah.
And yeah, the last one I saw was Gordon Ramsay. It was a great one.
It was great.
It was an awesome one. Probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, he's so good.
Gordon went in.
Gordon went in.
He
man.
really showed out for it.
Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
He came with everything. Lime.
The lime and the lemon, I
Sweets.
think, combined.
Lime and lemon.
Yep, the
sweet.
donuts. He's prepared, man.
Yeah, man.
Anything.
It's insane. Yeah, he was really good. I try to think about like who else should go on there? Fucking Obama.
Yeah.
Like
That's the only person who can follow that probably.
oh hell yeah, dude. You can only go up from here. Like, and he should, honestly. Like he should. That or like Will Smith.
I'd watch it. I would. I think it'd be one of the biggest ones. It'd be one of the biggest episodes.
Oh, because he's
easily.
worldwide. He's adored worldwide.
Yeah.
Like Ramsey is maybe like.
Ramsey's pretty damn big though. His was like 11 million or something.
He's a phenomenon, but like I don't know if it's like Obama levels, where he's a world.
I think Obama I can't even use the word Trump anymore. I think Obama would take over.
Yeah.
The view count, but I'm interested to see.
Yeah,
because Obama was on Between Two Ferns at one point.
Oh,
do you remember that show?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, with Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
That was pretty unexpected, and I think he had some huge numbers from that.
Dude, he actually. What's funny to me is that I think Chappelle had a story where he was like, "Yeah, Obama was like came up to me. He's like, hey, I love your show," and like he's like, "Really, all of it?" And he said something. I don't know. He quoted some like line, some obscure line from the.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Right, like just saying something like that.
I love the line where he says he's Rick James, bitch.
Yeah, man. I was like, holy shit! Like Obama likes fucking Chappelle show. Damn.
Well, Obama had Key and Peele. You remember?
In the dinner
at the correspondence dinner.
The correspondence dinner. Yeah.
The Luther, the anger translator.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of corny, but it was still pretty funny.
It was pretty good though.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Pretty good. It's just like a funny bit,
Yeah. No, I was like just thinking about him if he actually was on Hot Ones, like you know what I mean?
Obama.
Yeah, Obama was on Hot Ones.
Yeah. What would he be like if he was on Hot Ones?
I just was like, dude, him just I don't know. I'm trying to think of like legitimately something he would be like saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, God, he'd be like, his name's Sean, right?
Yeah.
Like what? Damn, Sean, these I don't know. I can't think. I'm being put on the spot right now.
Now, Sean, these wings are pretty hot. Okay. My Obama impression's not the best.
No, I think he said something like, it'd be funny if he was like, Malia, get the milk. Get me some milk.
Sasha, Malia, get the milk.
Yeah, just like super serious.
Honey, Michelle, start the plane.
Start the plane. We're leaving. Secret Service, give me the Secret Service sauce. This is it. Sean, let me tell you, this is the key to win. It's like that Homer Simpson thing where he puts wax on his tongue. Do you see that Simpsons episode?
I don't remember.
Oh, fuck. Okay, there was like a Simpsons episode where I think somebody's partaking in like some wings or some hot sauce contest, and the guy puts his like tongue in wax, so he's able to like actually survive the whole ordeal.
Oh, okay. He's got a coating.
He's got a coating of wax, so he did nothing.
I've seen some people do that with the milk. They coat their stomach lining with milk first.
Interesting.
I forget who did it first. Somebody had the
Smart.
strategy to coat the stomach lining with milk first.
Oh, somebody had strategy going in.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and they said it helped. I forget who.
Damn. I would like to see Jordan Peterson on there. Only because
Yeah, that'd be good.
He'd be fucking hilarious.
There's some blood wings, bucko. He's got such a distinctive voice. It's so hard to do.
These wings are really hot.
That's a terrible impression.
Nah, that's accurate, dude.
These rings are really hot.
Come on, can you imagine
fuck
how
was that?
Can you imagine how much this guy has no spice in his life? He eats like pounds of meat with no fucking flavor. Like, cause he's like what? He's a meatitarian, right?
He adopted this diet because his daughter had some like fucking
inflammation issue or something?
She's got some weird ass disease where she can't eat anything except for like meat without getting fucked up.
It sucks.
Yeah. But at least meat. Like at least it was not like she can only eat broccoli. That'd be a shit life.
Damn. Because you have to eat pounds of that to get protein.
Could you imagine if you could only eat broccoli your whole life?
I knew a girl who was trying to do that.
Just eat broccoli?
Yeah, because she was like, I want to go vegetarian or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, God.
And I don't remember. No offense to her. But yeah, like it was, she was like, I have to eat like pounds, literally pounds of broccoli to get the protein I need.
Jeez.
She was like, I'm not going to do this.
Not worth it.
Because you get full by that time, right?
Right.
So like
you're just pushing through. That's rough.
Shitting 10 times a day.
Right. Green.
Yeah, just green. Nah, yeah.
Jordan
man.
Peterson would be a great
funny.
guest.
It'd be hilarious. Just the amount of memes that would come out of that.
Yeah.
He's just like,
It'd be endless.
I don't even know that. Because
I bet he would be very stressed out by like the 5th or 6th sauce.
Yeah.
He'd be very on edge. Because all the guys who are real proper and fucking intellectuals, they break down quick.
Yeah,
it seems.
yeah. Trying to think like who else would be good to go on. Stephen Colbert would be a good one.
Yeah, he'd make it all the way through though.
Great.
He'd make it all the way through.
He'd make it all. He's from South
He'd
Carolina.
have some trouble because I'm
South
pretty
Carolina.
sure.
He should.
Yeah, but he doesn't do spice. I don't think.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he's not so great with spice.
I guess the French aren't.
But I feel like he'd power through. Colbert's a power
yeah.
thrower.
He would.
Yeah.
Dude, he should go back to comedy, man.
I know. I liked him so much more when he was his caricature.
The troll.
Yeah, the troll character.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah. I still like him though. I still like Colbert.
Yeah, I still enjoy him.
I just like him more as like a sarcastic, cynical guy.
Yeah, yeah. But I think you go away from that as you age, right?
Yeah, you gotta be your own self, right?
Yeah.
That gets old after a while, I'm sure.
Yeah. For sure you get irony poisoning too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's kind of the big I think we're like the irony poison generation.
You're right.
That's made us like wholly cynical. Like there's certain things that we
Hipsters.
shouldn't have seen that we've seen because of the internet.
What do you mean?
Like like come on, man. Intro to the internet like when we were kids.
Oh, like you mean fucked up shit?
Yeah, fucked up shit.
Oh, yeah, I'm
we'd
sure.
see, like weird fucking we
Yeah, probably.
we saw shit that generations of people didn't have to see.
That's true. That's true.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Because of how fucking
Faces of death and all that shit.
Yeah, or just
Gore.
fucked up people getting like fucked up by horses and shit and
Yeah.
goatsy and whatnot and
The
two
old
girls,
classic.
one cup, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Getting like because let me tell you, kids, before the internet was malicious, before Rick rolling was this like kind of easygoing trolling, low effort trolling. Like, but back in the day, there was high level, not high level. I guess it was like it was low level, but very malicious trolling.
Yeah.
Like did people be
like death could be involved.
Well, like they would just like be like, yeah, I'll send you a link, and they'd send you a link, and it's like a virus or something.
Oh, I see.
That fucks up your computer.
I'm thinking of shit like where people would post this classic one from 4chan where they post making crystals.
Oh,
and it's
that.
making mustard gas.
Oh, yeah.
And basically telling someone to blow in a straw to make the crystals, where basically if you're inhaling it, you're going to die from inhaling mustard gas.
Yeah.
Which, like, I forget what it does to your lungs.
Oh, yeah.
But it kills you.
You immediately die. Yeah.
Like that was like the kind of trolling
yeah, that's
in
but
the
that's what I'm
wild west
saying.
of the internet.
Yeah, like that was the era that we grew up in. So we're very
like
skeptical.
seeing people trying to get people to kill themselves.
yeah. And then they
That was that
evolved
era.
into like more sort of semi-malicious shit, like
Yeah.
delete System 32.
Right.
You know, like how to fix your computer.
Well,
make
it still
your
would
RAM.
break your computer a little bit.
Yeah.
You can redo it, but
Yeah, delete
Yeah.
your or how to download more RAM or shit, you know, like stuff like
dedicated wham.
that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, and then it just like you
Or
know.
did you see the one where they, the classic with the iPhone charge? You can charge the new iPhones in the microwave.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we've evolved to like we're sort of. They should really like we're not. We're sort of millennials, but we grew up
Yeah.
with the internet.
We're in
To a
that weird
level-
phase where we knew life without the internet for a conscious period in our life.
Sure, but we're different from the people who were just 80s babies, like pure
Yeah,
80s, like
yeah.
like who grew up
Because
in
they
the
were
80s.
way out of it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we were like in that weird middle ground where it's still significant to us, but we also were conscious of no internet for
Yeah. But I'm
significant part
saying
of our
like
lifetime.
if we had internet come into our lives at such a crucial point of development
yeah.
that like if kind of
We were on the leading edge.
yes, like yeah, and it kind of fucked us up because like we were there with all the other weirdos over there,
Right.
Like you know, the 11-year-olds like I'm 12 and what is this?
That's the Wild West back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 12 and what is
yeah, like we were literally I'm 12. What is this? Like,
Yeah.
just like
That was us. That
that was
us.
fucking unironically us. And then we learned
Right.
about irony and we learned about sarcasm. We learned about
Right.
being fucking like, you know, edgelords and shit. And then
Right.
we just evolved. You know, we obviously evolved beyond that, but I think at some levels it kind of fucked us up. Like there's a certain generation of people that
Maybe.
were kind of fucked up because of it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had all this crazy mass shootings during our generation too, which I think might have helped.
Yeah, I think it kind of you can kind of attribute it to that.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say ban the internet, obviously, but
Yeah.
like
But you noticed that like the number of mass shootings in our generation,
spiked.
like yeah.
Yeah.
Well, of course it started with us, with Columbine, and then that shit just skyrocketed over the years.
That's what I'm saying. Like
It's
the
a
internet.
thing now, where it was never even a thing before that.
Yeah, I think we have to be careful about. Like I mean, as I get older, right? Like I realize I have to be careful about my media consumption because my media consumption shapes the way I see the world, right? Or shapes the way I see certain things and shapes my biases and whatnot. So I have to be careful about what inputs I get from my environment.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid, I
I
didn't
think
know
you
how
do
to
that when you get
differentiate.
older.
Yeah, but as a kid, when I didn't realize that this shit was probably fucking me up.
Right.
Seeing
It'll
like
reshape your brain
faces
chemistry.
of death. Yeah, like seeing shit like that and like it just, dude, I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be seeing this.
I think it was critical to see, though, at the same time. It's also desensitized you in a way where you could take more. You know
Yeah,
what
because
I mean?
I knew. I to be fair, I knew people that when they saw that they were like, "Fuck that! I don't want to do that." But for me, I have morbid curiosity, so
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet because I'm a
To learn.
curious person
Yeah,
to learn.
same. Which is going
So
to be
you're
a
gonna run
deadly
into-
combination.
yeah. So you're gonna run into things that are definitely gonna fuck you up. I'm glad
Yeah.
trolling has become this not as like
Yeah.
malicious thing.
Mild form now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mildly, kind of.
Trolling
troll.
was serious business back in our day.
I mean, trolling was an art,
It was.
and now it's just
Making
like,
live Jasmine girls cry.
Oh god.
You remember that?
Yeah, man, dude, I can't. I don't want to think about the fucked
I
up
know.
shit. Like,
I
just-
know. It's fucked. It's fucked.
Wasn't there was like my buddy always brings this up, but there was like this little girl who was like posting videos or something, and the internet made her cry. And she was like, her dad came on the video, and she was like,
Oh, this is the consequences of never be the same guy.
that's what
yeah,
he calls it.
yeah.
Like, consequences will never be the same. And that just be, I'm going to call the
That was
internet
a meme
police.
for a long
Yeah,
time.
the internet police. He was like, I'm going to call the internet police. And that became a thing, and it's like, good luck finding me behind,
50 proxies.
50 proxies or some bullshit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, man. There's been a clear evolution of internet culture, and I'm glad
Yeah.
it's going like this way, but for a while it was really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, now it's just getting more fucked up in the sense that they just are prying into everything you do now and collecting all your data. It's basically the government's fucking playground and
Business playgrounds.
Yeah, we should have
Zuckerberg and those fuckheads.
Zuckerbug.
Zuckerbug.
Suckerbug.
the Zuck.
The Zuck. Can't. I love those phrases people come up with, like "can't cuck the Zuck." Or,
Yeah.
I called him Zuckerfuck for a while.
Fuckerberg.
Fuckerberg. He's just like he looks like such a weird person.
Yeah, he's such a
Doesn't he?
dickhead.
He is a
I'm not a
dickhead. Like
fan.
that Facebook movie really kind of showed him in a light that was like not flattering.
Yeah,
But I'm
It's
sure it's
kinda
much
true.
worse.
yeah, it's probably much worse.
Like he's definitely
You can tell how shady of a person he is.
yeah, dude. Like
He's just so untrustworthy.
well, for one, a guy to make a Hot or Not. So it was a Hot or Not ripoff.
Yeah, yeah,
Like people just rated how hot people were on
Right.
campus,
right.
and then
Yeah, and then it
like-
evolved from there, I guess.
yeah, it's like, dude. I mean, people. I don't know. Do people think he's original? Dare I say, like?
Well, they saw the movie, which came out fairly close to when Facebook got popular.
No, but I'm saying, do people like the massive people think he's an original person? Like he's a guy.
Original what?
Like no one's ever done that before. Like.
Well, they kind of didn't.
What do you mean?
I mean, there was MySpace. MySpace was before Facebook, right?
Yeah.
But that was it.
But it's like, for me, it's like a ripoff of Hot or Not, and then he kind of just made it into
Yeah, but Hot or Not
profile
wasn't
thing.
a full-blown social media platform. It was just like you said, you're just rating people's faces. So he took it to
I
the next
guess.
level. He took it to the nth degree.
I mean,
so.
he just copied. Well,
Yeah, he
okay,
copied
fine,
MySpace
fine.
too, but then he took it to the next level. He kept taking it to the next level by pushing the boundaries of what people would accept to do with their privacy. Because remember then, it was already like crazy that people were like putting their relationship statuses,
Yeah.
saying they're single or not. That was fucking a huge deal. So you're like, oh shit, I can date this person now. I can't,
Online dating.
Like
yeah.
it was like next level the shit he was doing,
and like putting your phone number online, putting your email online, like all that shit was like new back then.
Yeah.
Nowadays we just like laugh because that's like the standard now.
Yeah. Damn.
but back then it was such a like question of privacy invasion or not.
And then he just kept taking it to the next level, more and more and more, until he just
Yeah.
had all your data and sold it to whoever he wanted.
Yeah, I think if I don't know. I think Facebook's not going to last long for.
I don't know, man. They're
Next
very
5 years.
rich.
They
Multi-billion-dollar
are.
company.
I mean, that's why that's why he's buying or.
Yeah, the thing is, he also has Instagram and WhatsApp and shit, and they're thriving.
Yeah,
So-
but I'm saying Facebook as a. I don't know, man. I can't really.
My
I
dad
just don't
bought
think
me
it's
one
going
of
to last
those.
that long.
My dad bought me one of those Facebook portals.
You know those?
No.
It's like a little Skype machine kind of.
Where you have a little TV and you can broadcast yourself to someone, but you do it via your Facebook.
Oh shit! Yeah. Did
I'm
you use
like, nope. I'm not giving any of my information on that. So Zuckerberg can have a fucking camera in my house now.
You know what I would do? I would because
Hell
it looks
no.
cool.
Yeah, but I'll
But
never use it.
I would just set up a
I'll never
fake
use
ass
it.
profile.
Well,
and
that's my
then-
dad did for me, but it's still attached to my the thing is, even if it's attached to my Wi-Fi, that's still too much for me.
So I feel like he's going to record your conversations. He's going to look for keywords and whatever you're saying, send you advertisements that way.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
now he's got your address. He's going to start sending you mail to local
Well, I don't know
businesses and
about
shit.
that,
Like, I'm just saying, I'm taking it to
Oh,
the
you're
nth
saying
degree, right?
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, Zuckerberg, he knows what to do with that kind of information.
Yeah,
he can sell that to a lot of people, and that's what he does. That's why, Facebook can be a multi-billion-dollar company, and they don't sell anything. They sell advertising, or they sell information.
Wait, didn't mean to put that one on. It was this one.
I thought you were trying to cut me off.
Damn, son.
That was
Oh, damn, son.
damn, son.
Yeah.
Fucking Zuckerberg, man.
Yeah, man. The age we're in is just a mass of info, and companies are trying to find out what to do with it now. It's going to get so powerful, I think, though. The amount of shit that companies are going to know about you before you even fucking know yourself is going to be crazy. Everything's just going to be so calculated.
I love it.
I don't.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
I've got my
as long-
tinfoil hat on.
As
for
long
that
as
shit.
it's consumer, for me, as long as it's consumer.
Well, it'll be super convenient and super consumer friendly. It's just that you have to give up all your shit.
I think we should have an internet bill of rights, dude.
Yeah, we need it.
Like a privacy bill of rights, because yeah, man.
It'll be spearheaded by Ajit Pai. It'll be the worst bill ever.
I hate to say it, but he kind of does. He's kind of like a corporate shill, isn't he?
Kind of.
I mean,
you're too generous sometimes, Juan.
I mean, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he kind of is a...
With teeth like that? Bro.
Yeah, he's kind of like God, it's like, it really does give credence to like the revolving door of politics. I don't want to get back into this.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, because he worked at Verizon before. But anyway, what's going on in the culture, man?
In the culture?
What did we fucking
We were
miss out
talking
on?
about Soulja Boy earlier.
Oh, yeah, Soulja Boy.
Yeah, Soulja Boy, the godfather of
Like
all these
everybody
fucking
rap,
guys nowadays.
Yeah. If you don't like rap nowadays, you can thank him, I guess.
Yeah, I love it.
But I'm good
I always
with it.
liked Soulja Boy.
Yeah, he's got the hits, man.
He does, man. He was an innovator. He was the one who made the whole fucking promote yourself on the
MySpace.
internet.
Yeah. He was like the Dane Cook of rap music.
Dude, don't ever.
Dude, yes. What are you talking
He was
about?
not the Dane Cook.
Dude,
Dane Cook didn't
was hot
revolutionize
back
shit.
in the day, man.
He didn't revolutionize anything, though.
MySpace people, if you remember this,
Dane Cook
Dane
is
Cook-
garbage.
Dane Cook got hot because of MySpace.
That's true.
People were like, "Oh, who's this funny, good-looking comedian guy?"
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, he's a young 20-something-year-old
quotes.
that wears tight pants and shit."
Yeah.
And he's like on stage, like, you know, what is he? Just walking, pacing
His
back
fucking
and forth,
voice.
like, just like,
Yeah. He was
taking
the bro
long
of comedy.
strides. Just
Comedy bro.
yeah.
Full on.
No, I like some of his bits. He was funny.
Yeah.
You don't think so? I mean, if I went back,
If I went back, I haven't looked, but if I went back, I know it'd be a cringe fest. Because no comedians respect Dane Cook. Like, all the comedians I like nowadays, none of them respect Dane Cook, really.
well,
They respect him at a distance.
yeah.
But, like, I've never heard anyone say Dane Cook who was funny, who was a comedian.
yeah,
And that's a bad sign.
I mean,
Because it's like all the comedians I like, I've never heard them say Dane Cook makes
I think
me
people
laugh.
hate something. They hate him because they ain't him. Is the kind
That's
of
probably
thing.
what he was thinking back in the day.
But I'm being honest.
Until
like,
you realize
dude,
that he's
'cause
not funny.
think about it back then. I mean, despite the fact that your sense of what's funny has changed, but
Yeah.
when you first heard him, you were like, undeniably, this guy's hilarious.
No, man.
You didn't
It's just
think
because
so?
you're a kid and you think that telling stories in a funny voice and
Yeah,
doing kind of movements like this is funny.
Yeah, but so
You
did
need
Jim
jokes
Carrey.
with
We thought
content.
Jim Carrey was exactly like
Dude,
that.
you
We
can't
thought Jim
compare
Carrey was.
Jim Carrey
I'm
to
not
Dane
comparing.
Cook,
I'm
okay?
saying. I'm
No.
saying they were that level of like.
No, they weren't that level.
Like I'm saying he's at that level of physical comedy.
He had no jokes, man.
Yeah, but that's from a lot of comedians hate that because it's like.
Because it's not funny. It's not a joke. It's for kids. It's like kid comedy. It's like bro comedy. If you remember back in the specials, like the kind of shit he had, it was like Spring Break. He's like getting girls on stage, show their tits. Fucking dudes in the audience all
I don't
broed
remember.
out. Dude, if
I don't
you
remember.
look
I was too
back,
young.
you're probably going to be cringing as like
All right, I'll look
crazy.
Back. I'll look back at it.
It's cringe as fuck.
Come back to you with that.
Dane Cook is not funny.
All right, but you know what happened to him, right?
Eventually people will realize he sucked.
No. Apparently, what had him drop off was the fact that his brother was his manager,
Oh, yeah. He like embezzled.
and his brother took all his fucking money
Mm,
and lost it.
I see.
Before he
Gambling
knew
or
it.
something.
Before he knew it, he was broke.
Oh,
So
sad story.
yeah, everybody feels bad for him.
Yeah. Well, if
He
he
was
was
funny,
funny, he
man.
could come back. Make a comeback, Dane Cook.
I think no.
Make
I think
another
that fucked
Jessica
him up.
Alba movie.
I think it fucked him up psychologically though. After that, so he couldn't be that jolly, funny,
Because it's a
goofy-ass
young guy thing. He was riding off his youth.
He was.
When you have that kind of energy,
yeah.
that's like young shit.
Yeah.
That goes away. That's why it's like you got to have jokes to maintain your lifestyle or your profession.
Yeah.
He blew up without ever having to put in that much work as a comedian
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
because he wasn't a
comedian.
comedian.
I don't know, man. I guess.
Like
I mean,
he
look, 'cause
skyrocketed.
for me, at the end of the day, a comedian's job is to make people laugh.
That's true.
Like, you know, despite the fact that what you may say about, you know, it's not intellectually rigorous enough to be.
No, bro. Nobody's saying it's intellectually rigorous. It's
Okay,
just got to be funny.
Yeah, I agree. It's got to be funny.
It's
got to
like
make people laugh.
it's like you know when you go to a group of like 6-year-olds or 7-year-olds and they all think poopy butt is funny, and they all unanimously think it's funny.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
is
have
that
a sound
comedy?
effect for that. It is comedy to them.
Yeah, so I guess it works for that audience, right?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
anybody
all
who
about,
knows anything about a joke, a decent joke, is not going to think that's funny. Anybody who is, you know, seen an actual comedian is not going to think that's funny.
like, for instance, for me, I never thought Robin Williams was funny ever.
Yeah, I kind of was a little bit.
Like, I
same realm.
never thought he was funny. I gave him a chance and everything. I was like, never found him hilarious or anything.
Yeah.
Not one joke ever made me laugh.
I'm kind of with you.
But I know that he's respected because for some reason or another, some other people thought he was funny. Like,
He was also a different kind of guy because he was like a showman too, in an interesting way.
wasn't Dane Cook a showman?
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Yes, I got him.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But the thing that was interesting about Robin Williams was he was like an improv.
he was actually
like an
talented, though.
improver.
He was a talented actor.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah.
like an improvisational guy. So he was very good. Like, have you ever seen him on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Probably.
He shined on that show because it was like so up his alley. He could just do improv really well, which is like another skill in its own right.
Oh, yeah.
It's less so comedy, I think, too. It's more like how quickly on your feet you can think. But it's still funny. It's just not in the same way as like a stand-up would be.
You know, I actually think that's a way more interesting skill to have.
Improv?
The ability to improv.
Mm.
Like to think on your feet and be creative. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm just watching our time. I don't want our whole conversation to be lost.
No, yeah. Just to be thinking on your feet and just doing improv. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's a really, really important skill to just riff.
Yeah, I think it's nice to have. A lot of stand-ups do too, though.
Yeah, but
not
a lot
physical improv.
No. But I mean, a lot of them have a hard time. You would think that to be a good comedian, you would need to know how to riff. But I don't know. Because like Rogan's not really like that.
Right.
I mean, he's an okay comedian, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, he's not the best, but he's like he
pretty
can
good.
stand on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are a couple other dudes I could
But
think that
a thing that comedians usually need is the ability to handle hecklers. And that kind of has an improvisational component to it.
yeah, and a lot of them can't.
Can't? I think
A lot of them
you're
hate-
sitting
a lot
duck
of
if you
them-
can't, though.
A lot of them.
You're in a bad
fine.
spot
A lot
if
of
you
them
can't.
don't care to engage hecklers, but when I see that, I'm like,
You gotta kind of, though, man. Because the thing is, comedians...
you should engage hecklers. You're saying?
maybe not engage them, but you should be able to handle hecklers. Because
No, I
sometimes
agree.
they are
I'm agreeing with you.
they are unignorable
I'm agreeing 100%.
because they take over a show.
I'm agreeing 100%.
I think most comedians who are high level know how to deal with hecklers.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
But that's
like
what
a
I'm saying.
skill
That
you
takes
almost
improv.
have to cultivate, though. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but
I'm saying they have a kind of improvisational skill in
Component.
that sense.
Yeah, but I still see that a lot of them hate it because of the component of ruining the show,
Yeah.
right? So they're
Yeah.
like, I want the people who pay for tickets
To
have
get
a
an
good show.
actual show, not your fucking drunk ass.
Shouting.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
see that. But a real funny comedian to me would take this guy or this girl like interrupting the show and flip it on its head and be hilarious.
Yeah, and that's what handling heckler is a lot of times.
Yeah. But a lot of them just shit on like I've seen heckling, like I've seen crowds that turn on the comedian because he's heckling too harshly. Because he just goes in like it's not even funny. He's just
Right.
like he's just digging in.
AKA Kramer.
Okay.
He went a little too hard.
Exactly. Thank you. That's exactly what I mean. He's like
That was a career-ending hard.
Yeah.
That was like the beginnings of call-out shit.
It kind of was.
Call-out culture.
Call out culture. Yeah.
Although he didn't really have to get called out.
Yeah,
It was
I mean-
pretty much like he called himself out there.
Well, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
You can see Jerry. Jerry's just like
Bing, boom, 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 boom,
You seen that-
What's the fucking
like-
Seinfeld
yeah.
music?
Like he's
Bam,
like,
bam.
have you ever seen that GIF of him? Not a GIF. It's the Seinfeld commercial where it's like him just like going like, and he just
Yeah.
like, gets up and leaves. Like he was at that show. He was just like, yeah, I'm
Right.
done.
Yeah, Jerry
What's
had some
the
great
deal?
faces.
What's the deal with the N-word? No.
I saw a clip of Jerry one clip of Jerry saying, "Oh, I love black people. Black people are so funny. I love black people." I'm like, oh God, Jerry.
You need to have more black friends, Jerry. God damn it. Oh man, that's really a sign.
I get it though.
Yeah.
I'm so out of touch.
Oh fuck. You know, people
Yeah,
were
that's when
mad.
you
at,
don't have any black friends,
Speaking of,
or you've got like one.
Yeah. Just one, dude. Speaking of, Chris Rock actually. Did you hear him? He got flack for not telling Louis C.K. off on this one interview.
Fuck off.
Do you remember hearing about this?
They can fuck off.
You know what I'm talking about?
No,
right?
I don't.
So there was like a comedians roundtable, I think. I forgot who had the show.
Oh yeah, because Louis said the N-word.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like so late.
It was a long
I'm
time
like,
ago.
you know how old this shit is?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
People just love to manifest controversy out of nowhere. I'm waiting for the day they're gonna start digging up fucking shit like
people finally realized Nixon said the N-word.
Yeah.
Like that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Nixon was a really bad fucking dude, and it's like
people are just
we
going
all knew.
so far back, man. Did you know these ancestors of so and so owned slaves?
Like, yeah, dude.
And their careers.
Dude, there's this fucking great. I don't know if it's a satire video, but there's a video of a rapper guy, very controversial. He has a song called "Let the White People Say the N-Word." I'm not gonna say the N-word for our viewers.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
honestly, the song kind of
I think white people would go ham if they could say the N-word. They would just have to get it all out of the system. They'd be shouting at the top of mountains.
I mean, I was like, okay, let me hear this guy out. All right, so let's see what he has to say about this. And the artist, who's the rapper, is a black guy, and he's like, let the white say,
Yeah.
let the white people say, and they
they would have too much fun.
And, honestly, the song kind of slaps. He made a good melody, and it goes. But the thing is, the message, I was like, first of all, I can't necessarily agree with.
Yeah, I don't know if I can support the message.
Yeah. But the song goes. So I was like, okay, let me hear what this guy has to say. So I'm listening to it, and he says this. He says, we shouldn't. The whole summary of it is like, we shouldn't hold. I'm not going to blame this white guy who's like my friend for his ancestors' wrongdoings.
I agree with that message.
I was like, why does this song have a really deep message? Like the bars on it are just like, holy shit. It's like,
right.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I can kind of agree with you, but at the same time, the cultural landscape that we're in right now doesn't lend to that kind of like forgiveness, right?
No, I think it does. I think you
really
cannot
with like the political landscape right now.
I think you can never stoop down to the level of people who are stuck in the past like that. Like, the thing is, you cannot fault people for what someone's ancestors did. Mm-hmm. You have to acknowledge what happened, but you also have to forgive, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody, we're in a new age, man. We're all in this together. I think we have to forgive people and, say, just move on.
Yeah.
We can remember it and say we have to acknowledge it happened, and like, don't pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be shitting on someone else because their ancestor did something.
Yeah. How many movies do you think are like? There's so many movies that talk about this lesson. Like,
I don't know. This is a lesson I actually don't hear that often.
Really?
Because I hear a lot
Black
of times.
Panther was like that.
People like the thing that kind of I get annoyed by with black people saying is they will say too much of saying like white people are responsible for this or white people are responsible for that. And I think that's a little bit unfair to all the white people who are doing things right.
Allies?
Yeah. It's like it's a way to further alienate yourself from people who actually are trying to
shitting on
correct things. Yeah, exactly. It's shitting on your allies. It's like you're forgetting all the people who are around you who are doing well by you. And I think that happens a lot too with the older generations. Mm-hmm. They just automatically forget everybody,
Well, I can understand
who they associated with. I can't, man.
Well, because think about it. Like,
I think it's just a bad mindset to have.
I mean, I think 'cause you're younger, so I mean,
But I'm gonna hopefully stay that way. I don't want to get myself that distanced
yeah,
to where I turn into that. I hope I don't.
yeah.
The fact that it happens with so many older people I see, though, I don't know if it's gonna happen to me, but I hope not.
I think because
I try very hard not to go down that route.
right. Yeah, I think I do as well, but to a different degree, only because like I don't know, like for me being a Hispanic person growing up in South Texas is like the dominant
Yeah.
culture there is like fucking just everybody's Hispanic for the most part.
Yeah.
So it's like, but coming over here to other parts of America, I'm like, holy shit, this is I'm an actual minority in this bitch. Like, dude, holy fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little bit like I try not to think about things that aren't like people being prejudiced and like having like people in power being prejudiced about certain things, and
Yeah.
even if it's soft bigotry, even if it's like
That's still gonna hurt you.
it's still
I'm not saying that be tolerant of bigotry. I'm saying you gotta get those people out, but don't single out your allies.
Okay, yeah,
Don't
yeah,
group in all white people as the problem. You
right.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need
No, I
to
agree.
group in bigots as the problem. Bigoted people are the issue.
I agree. Yeah, and I agree because it happens in the community too, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It happens in
in the
Hispanic
people
community.
like black community, they'll hold each other back because they're saying, "Oh man, why are you looking at that? Why are you reading that book?"
I mean that too. Yeah,
they think that some reason, white or whoever
Being
has to have a
educated.
monopoly on intelligence or education. It's like
yeah.
that's a really losing mindset you have there.
But I get the sentiment because like if you think about like the context of American culture, it's like if the system tells you this is how they want you to be educated and they want you to be this,
Yeah.
but the system, but you know that
The
you're
system
not,
is unforgiving to you.
but you know that the system doesn't represent you,
Right.
So
I
you
get
go
it.
the opposite.
I get it.
So you're like, fuck that, fuck you guys, I'm gonna do whatever I want. kind of
Yeah,
thing.
but that's the thing where you have to get that changed. So I get it also. That's why I won't shit on people for it, because I understand the mindset.
Yeah.
You're in a system where you already don't trust so much because they're constantly lying to you about everything. You have to kind of figure out what's true and what's not. It can be easy to dismiss everything that system is telling you because they're always trying to say that you're second class. They're always trying to say that you're inferior or whatever.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah. Same.
But that's the hard part. You have to figure out what actually is legitimate and what's not. And that's the thing that can be difficult to do.
Yeah.
But that's also why, me and you as people who have risen above that and gone to the highest levels of that system,
Yeah.
we have to be responsible for conveying what is useful to know and what is bullshit.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of bullshit in this system. But then there's a lot of usefulness. Like science is probably one of the most useful systems devised by man that's universal to everyone, I think.
Yeah.
There's very little bias, at least in the hard sciences.
Right.
In psychology, it's a little questionable. Sociology is a little questionable. But hard sciences, it's a great system. It's a universal system.
I still think that's a part in society where like people like minorities are being kept out, or people of color, I guess, are being kept out of in a sense.
What?
Like STEM. Like
I don't know if they're being kept out.
Well, not. I mean, not.
It's not like they're being forced out.
I don't think it's a. We're gonna wrap this up pretty soon.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem. I don't know. I don't think it's intentional, but it is kind of like a symptom of like having little resources and all this other stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it's also a path that a lot of people who are poor and minorities just don't even know is possible.
That
like
too,
you don't
but
even
I'm saying
think
it's
about that path.
But I'm saying it's cyclical. Like
Yeah.
it becomes cyclical to the point where like it becomes a sort of meme in the culture,
Yeah.
right? Where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we just don't.
We don't
like,
do science.
We don't do science. Like
Right.
it's not part of our culture. We do like music, and,
Right.
like
or
dancing.
entertainment.
Yeah, because like I was thinking about
Law.
like Hispanic culture. People dance, like people,
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
playing music and shit. Like,
Right. But I think that's also a
making
matter of
tacos and shit.
exposure. I think now that we're seeing more like black Hispanic scientists in the field,
Yeah.
I think it will increase more and more over the years.
No, I think it needs, but I'm saying it does. We do need that kind of the cultural. America does need to see more of that because they need to recognize.
I think we're in that age though. We're getting better with it.
Yeah, I would hope so. It's like I know that. I mean, people like you and I coming from like knowing very little to no science or math or whatever.
Right. Dude, I didn't even know what physics was until fucking undergraduate of college.
Same.
I was like, I can do this as a career?
Yeah, same.
I can study how the universe works as a career? I was
Same.
like, oh, this is the shit I've been searching for all my life.
And to get as far as we have with very little foundation as compared to most people, right? That are
I
here.
feel pretty satisfied where I'm at.
Yeah,
I'm very happy with the level I'm at.
We know a lot.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy.
Probably too much. Too much of shit I don't want to know.
yeah. True. But
I'm happy with it.
But that's one to grow on, folks. How do we? Which one do you want to go out with? The fancy.
Oh, are we closing out?
Yeah, we're closing out. This is any closing thoughts?
Keep on keeping on. Joe Dirt.
Oh, dude. By the way, now that you said that, I think actually Theo Vaughn should be the next Joe Dirt.
I was thinking of that actually the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so we're gonna fucking close this out.
Not
right
Joe
now.
Dirt, but like his cousin.
His cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe handing down. Yeah,
like
handing the reins
like
over.
Rodney Dirt or something. You know?
Handing the reins over to them?
Yeah. I was thinking just that, like he could be great in a Joe Dirt movie, like as his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his separated brother or something.
Or cousin or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And they go to
great.
like see Rodney Dirt.
We need to send this. He's probably heard this.
He's
multiple
probably.
times.
Theo Vaughn's the best.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go, folks. We're gonna fucking hand it over to Bill O'Reilly. Is this Bill O'Reilly?
I don't know what that means to play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah.